Hello, thank you once again for joining us in today's edition of our Fieldworks. This is Belefu TV. My name is Oluwole Akinle, and I'm right here again on today's edition of one of the things that we do right here in Belefu. I and my team, we are right here at the Kajola community, Igbolomu, Ikorodu, Lagos State, Nigeria, where we want to capture some of the things that is happening around us. We are live here at Debbie's Organic Home Gardening, where she does a lot of agricultural work strictly on organic basis, and it's going to be an interesting time. I wanted to come with me. Come with me. Okay, we have a beautiful natural environment in this place, and on a personal note, I find it so beautiful.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm just someone that loves nature. That's why you see the old building everywhere is with flowers everywhere.
All right, briefly, for the sake of our viewers, just tell us about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm being paid Dowu. Well, despite the fact that I'm a computer science graduate from Federal Polytechnic Ede, I have this great passion for farming, both for plants and for animals. So,
all right, thank you. Our journey to this place has been smooth.
Okay.
Walking around town, and then it didn't seem to us that we have somewhere so carved out as though we are in Eden. so beautiful place. We have aesthetic flowers for beautification and yes, then other natural essence. Yes. And then we are right here, some of the beautiful things you do right here. Before we go straight into the real business of the day, I just want to have a clear background about your interest with the works of nature, because I see flowers, I see the plantations in an unusual manner, in quotes, for the layman, but though not new to me as a professional. What's behind this beautiful atmosphere?
Well, aside for the flowers being meant for beautification, it's good. Like, we are in a new site whereby you see trailers coming in with materials for people to build their places. So when you have trees and flowers around, it absorbs the carbon they put into the air, which makes the air we inhale here very healthy. So it's very rare for you to come to this environment and see anyone falling sick or whatever. So that's why we actually form the natural terrain around here for everyone. Even people, when they come around, they are like, wow. So is there a place like this in Kajola? I said, wow, what have you seen? That they've not seen anything, they should just hold on. More are still coming from Debbie's own farm. Yeah,
I was about to ask that what has been people's experiences when they come visiting you?
Well, when they come, some will want to go with my flowers. They'll say, do you sell them? I said, no, I buy them to beautify. So if you want, I can tell you where to get it. You get yours and plant. And there are some I can actually give out from, so to encourage them to plant in their environment. And some, they come, they are like, madam, you are wasting money. Are you using money to buy flowers? I'm like, excuse me, don't go there. Just face what you are here for. Leave my plant out of it. For those that don't understand the essence of having nature around them.
So in other words, you breathe in purified air.
Sure.
And then, anyway, one more question before we get into our business.
Okay.
What has been the experience of your family members? What can they say about all that you are showing them or bringing, for them to see?
The children, they are always excited. Mommy, so the flowers that is coming out. Wow, this is beautiful. They have different expression, and they'll be like, Mom, why did you plant this? They keep asking questions. My husband will be like, am I for flower, mama, you, me fair allow. said, okay. So everybody has different expression towards nature. But the one that I appreciate most are those that really appreciate seeing the nature, seeing different colors of flowers. And they're like, wow, I wish I can have such a place. And I tell them it's possible.
No, that's good. So 2 things brought us here.
Okay.
First is the fact that you're converting your place of abode into economic,
not just
benefit,
residential
not
now.
for residential.
Now money
yes.
will be coming
yes,
from it.
Because like I said in my introduction, someone said that one of the steps to creating lasting wealth is that the place you live must also provide resources, economic resources.
Yes.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons that you turn your abode to something. And secondly, the fact that the methodology that you engage with, which is the organic approach to the things you do right here. Those are 2 things that actually caught our interest, to be here. Now let's get into the business of the day. I've moved around.
Okay.
I see, apart from the flowers for beautifications, I see ponds. I see rabbit. I also saw something. Tilapia. I
Catfish.
saw what's it called now? Bananas, and then I think there's one more thing that I saw.
Guava, plantain.
Yeah. So
make the list.
Now let's come from outwardly down. Then we'll narrow down to other things.
Okay.
Now, why this mixed home gardening?
Well, personally, I believe in you growing what you eat. Definitely excess will come from there that can be either sold or given out. So the moment I'm doing the planting myself, growing things myself, I'm sure of what is there, because I don't do synthetic at all. If you look around, you see I have all my plants here. I have my bitter leaf, moringa, I have dongoyaro, I have saint leaf, name it, aloe vera. They are all here. I planted them purposely for that, to serve my organic purpose for what I do.
Okay.
Synthetic again is not good for the system. All these diseases we are hearing now comes from the synthetic medication being administered to plants or being administered to animals. So if like now I use the poo from my poultry, I use it to do my planting, then I flush the water from the fishes, it goes through where the plantings are. So you see everything interwoven, connected. No drugs, no antibiotics, nothing. Even I produce my multivitamin myself. I don't buy multivitamin. Yes, all of them. Even the birds. I do my multivitamin with ugu leaves and some things combined. I won't tell you. Don't let me leak the whole secret out.
Yeah. It's very interesting that you actually putting a lot of creativity to work to ensure that you eat something good, and anyone by extension who benefit from eating from your product, we eat something good. All right, we'll take this break, and then when we are back, you're going to take us around this farm, and then we see what we have more in stock. All right, don't go away. Right back.
Yes. On bellyfood.com, you can make cool cash by uploading pictures of your farm produce to bellyfood.com or the new Bellyfood app. Simply log in and click Post Ads. Choose the items category and add a title and description of your goods. Next, upload your images, then scroll down to enter the price and your contact information. Finally, click Post an Ad and start making cool cash right away. For more information, visit www.bellyfood.com or download the new Bellyfood app in the Google Play App Store.
Okay, so we have for fishing, you have earthen pond, you have concrete pond. So we try to make our own artificial earthen pond here. Main reason is because I don't want to have any sort of high blood pressure, because I bought some swamping land somewhere. The last rain that fell, a lot of farmers are complaining bitterly that because flood took their fishes away, so they are counting their losses. So all we did was just to dig, do a skeletal plastering, then fill it with water, and fishes are there. So as the fishes grows in size, they continue to take the level of the water higher. When they are small, the level of the water is small. So as they increase in size, the water comes. And there is a connection. We have the house, the rainwater, we have a pipe that connected from the roof that supplies water during the rain. So to prevent it from flooding, there is another connection that leaks a pipe there to leak to the different ponds here. We have about 6 of this artificial pond in here. So this houses the catfish.
Okay, why do you call it artificial pond?
Because it is not natural. We are the one that gives it water from the borehole. Okay. And if we don't give from the borehole, we wait for the natural rain to supply. So during rainy season, we are always in a calmer mood because we won't use light to power or generator to power water inside it.
Okay.
So that's why we call it artificial. This is our hatchery. This is how we produce. For me to be sure that what I'm stocking is okay, I produce here. I have the parent stock. I even brood my parent stock myself. I grow them. After a year and a half, I use them. But I have different, the male will be different, the male brood stock. So we don't use the same parents for a good hatchability. So these are pairs where we produce, and I don't use all, we sell. I have customers that come to pick, and even people even still wait to book. Okay. Because they are sure that what they are going to get from here will grow well, because we don't sell it our runs. We keep our runs for something else. We don't sell them.
And they are certain that you use organic substance in all through.
Yes, they are sure, because I showed them. You can come in. I showed them. Ideally, I'm not meant to bring you inside here because of the biosecurity, but because we don't really have much inside now. All we have really outgrown whatever consequences might come from it. So that's why I said, okay, come in and let's see. So this is the small place we are. We actually want to try our hands with tilapia now, since the fish feed is on the increase, and from research we discovered that tilapias, they don't eat much. So from tilapia now we have different categories. We have the one that are been already cultured to be totally male. Okay. And we have those ones that are not, they're like, we have their parent stock, they give birth after 21 days, they multiply. But the point is they don't really grow big to the size of those ones that are already cultured into total male. After 6 months, tilapias are ready. But we want to try our hands on them. This is about the first time we are trying our hands on tilapia and see if we can get good market for it. And again, I want to try shrimps with them, because shrimps feeds on tilapia poo. So I want to try and see how it can work. But I want to try with those that are already cultured into total male. We'll first of all try with this one that give birth first. Then we'll now change our focus to see how you can work with the male converted ones. So let's.
All right, thank you.
So this is where we have the tilapia. These are the ones that give birth to fries. After a while, we'll move them out, else they will eat them. They'll feed on them too, though they are not cannibals like catfish. So after a while, we keep taking them out. We keep taking, and some people are even booking. They want to buy their fingerlings too. We want to go and experiment with it, but I told them to hold on. When we have enough, we'll give it out. And as they are saying now, if care is not taken, in the next few months, you will see that they will not be able to contain this place because of the rate of their production.
Like how many do we have right in here?
When I even started, I bought like 15 pieces, like five females, and I think 10 males were given to 15.
Why that ratio?
Because they want more men than women.
Why? Well, I thought it should be the other way around.
No, now if you have more females than men, they'll be fighting now. That'll be too much correct. At a point, I think 3 months after we stocked them, we're able to count about 300 fries out from it. So complete 300 fries. I'm like, wow, this is for real. So I decided to keep them here. So if we have their fingerlings, I'll call people that are interested in it. They buy, they take it away.
Why are we not seeing them at
They are shy. See, you saw one now. They are very shy. They are very active to sound and movement. The moment you are there, even if you drop their feed now, let's say you now pause, you put the feed there, you make any hand movements, they are gone. So they want it to be perfect silence, and their water is always green. I do flow through for them, but not all the time, because they use the green water as their protection. So anytime the water is so clean, they will feel they are being exposed. They are being exposed to the prey, because when birds still fly, They can actually pick them. So they do that cover for themselves. And even when you make their water too clean, you see them, they will not come and eat. Because they will think you want to catch them. That's why you have made the water clean and you want to feed them. So that's just it.
All right, what do you have in here?
These are our babao. They are broodstock. I actually culture my broodstock myself. I take from my 7-month fishes, so I keep them here. So we don't pick the very big fishes here there. Why we don't keep the big ones here is just because they might have fats, which at the end of the day, instead of them amassing the eggs, they would be giving fat. So we pick around 1 kg, 1.2, and we keep them for the next. They have to be about 1.5 years. You just keep feeding them. So I just mix some combo with their feed. So I prepare them for the purpose in which they are being kept. So we mix it with their feed. We keep giving them till that time. It's just here, and I have about 16. After a while, I will separate them, so they'll be like 8 in a time because they need that free space.
So like, yeah, like how many weeks old or how many months old?
They are just 5 months, so they still have a long way to go. So we can't use them now until next year.
So really, a lot of patience is required.
Yes, a lot. And the essence of it, it's worth it. For you to be patient, it's worth it because they are not sure of the kind of broodstock you are buying. So the only thing I'll buy from outside now is to buy the female. A male broodstock, not female now. I'm keeping the female. I'll buy a male broodstock because you cannot crossbreed. They will be parent stock. So when you breed the same parent, the same male and female from the same farm, you don't get good results. Yeah. So you have to pick your male from another farm. You are sure that it's a good farm. So you can use them for the female.
All right, that's very.
Admi, you came when we were changing the water. I've seen their size. Some of them are close to 5 kg. Mighty.
One.
Yes. Close to 5 kg, 3 kg, 3 point something, 4 point something.
Can you imagine what 5 kg is? I'm trying to imagine.
Very big fish, very big. I don't even care where we are changing water, you see them.
Right, that's impressive. We don't need to go too far. I can see other ponds.
Yes, the other ponds, yes.
And then I can see a poultry section there.
Yes, we have a poultry section where we do layers, basically eggs. And when it's about festive period, we go into broilers. So that's what we do. Festive period like Easter, like Christmas, we start broiler like 2.5 months. Broiler is about 6 weeks that you achieve a good result with them. So because they are just for commercial.
So let's talk about the business aspect.
Okay.
We've talked so much about production. Now we have a home garden. I use the word carefully, home gardening. I don't want to say backyard farming.
Okay.
Just a home gardening.
Okay.
Now, how many people are working with you, or family members alone?
No, I have people. One of my crew is there. Then I have people too. They are in our institution, so during the holidays, they come around. I have my manager too that will do the ashing together. So when we want to ash, he comes around. In their first 1-2 weeks, he's always around checking on them. Okay. So when I'm not around, I'm sure that somebody is around. Okay. But the basic thing is a lot of people are not interested in farming. I prefer to employ full-time.
You prefer to employ
full-time, but most of the time I have casuals.
Why? Is that it's boring to them or something?
I don't know whether they are not just interested.
Or maybe they don't have agricultural background.
I never had agricultural background too. I grew up in Surulere, so no agricultural background. I just picked interest in it.
Or is it that they feel that they are not getting the quick money on time?
Well, maybe they feel it's tedious, not the quick money. At least when you are employed, you get your money at the end of the month. Probably they feel it's tedious, and you have to be careful with things like this. You don't overfeed, you don't feed less, you don't feed too much, and their timing of their feeding differs. Okay. Look at like what I said now. I told you the tilapias, they are very shy. I'm giving them food now because you're here with me now. Yeah. They are not coming out because I'm talking, but they are not coming to the feed. They're staying far away.
Yes, it's true.
That's why the fact that their water is greenish. So they are so far. They are scared that probably somebody is coming. The moment we turn back or we are quiet here now, you see them coming out. So that's one of the characteristics.
All right, let's talk about the feeding.
Okay.
How about the cost of feeding?
For tilapia, it's still manageable. Like now, to cater for this, these are 1,000 pieces. To cater for them for the next 6 months, let's say plus or minus 300,000. For if you are trying that for 1,000 catfish, you spend like twice that. Okay. So that's the thing.
Then how do you factor in the plus or minus in respect of mortality, and then at the end of the day, balancing your profit and the likes?
Well, for me, probably because of the organic I'm doing, it's very rare for us to have dead fishes on the farm.
Okay.
As in very rare. So we give them water every day for it to come up, since we are doing something artificial, so they always will water. So I've not really seen any dead fish. Probably we saw once, and the moment I saw it once, I'm like, is it that they were not rightly fed, or the water is dirty, so they need to bring it up more. Aside that, mortality is not an issue here. Even with this 1,000, I've not really lost anyone, not even one. Except the fact I bought it from Ijegun, because I went to pick it at Ijegun down here, and I even took a public transport with it. The stress, and they are very okay. They are doing well. They are just growing, eating and growing. Then I give them flow through too. So they're fine.
Do you have any veterinary consult working with your farm?
No. Vets don't believe in synthetic. Vets only believe in synthetic. They don't believe in organic.
What made you think so?
From experience, there are a few occasions I mentioned some cases and they no, use antibiotics, use. I said no. If you can't give me leaves, forget it. So if I see that they're having any issue that I feel but bitter leaf cannot sort, I use dongoyaro, and I use aging. There's a vegetable called aging, very effective. Even very effective on layers. But the point is, the moment you are using it for them, their eggs will reduce, because it has a lot of things it does in their body to return them back to the way they had to do. I don't do synthetic at all. So I don't have a vet. I'm my vet, I'm my farmer, I'm my everything. So I consult for myself. I rear my fishes myself. I feed them myself. Then the selling.
Okay.
And the point in selling is it's we wish, or me personally, I wish that government can actually come into this, because it's not always nice. You go into production, they still have to bother yourself on marketing, on selling out.
But in context, you have to go through the entire process, even as a business owner.
I know you have to go through, but it's not always interesting.
Why? Because you have deficiency in some areas?
No, not really. As in marketing, now I have to start putting it on social media, come and buy, come and do this. But I prefer somebody just doing that. I don't want to bother myself. Let me just face production. You know, there are different chains. There are value chains in farming, most especially in this fish business.
Yes.
I want to face production. I'm not producing the feed. I buy already processed feed. So that's another value chain for people producing. Then for people that will now come and buy again, I still have to start jumping around. I want somebody else to take care of that. Let me produce. Let people be ready. I'm sure that by so period, these fishes will be ready. People that will come and pick, let them just come and pick and go. Then I face my production. But now we are being left with, you produce, you still want to go into the marketing. But we don't have choice with market, we have to sell it.
Yes, I believe you will figure out how to get through with that. But in addition, what about when you find a platform that can ease your marketing responsibility, like Belleful?
You think I will not be happy?
Oh yes, you should be happy.
I'll be even glad. It will even encourage me to do more. Like now, my farm have the capacity of taking like 5,000, 5,003 stocking capacity. Yes, I can stock like 5,000, all these 6 ponds you're saying. But my mind will be like, okay, if I stock 5,000, who are the people that will buy? I'll start thinking about running around my boy. If you can do that for me, I'll be too happy. Now I'm just talking about 2,000, 3,000 now.
Well, not to worry. I believe with our platform, the marketing stress, for the most part, will be taken off your shoulders.
Oh, I'll be glad. And it will encourage me to do more.
Yes, I believe.
I'll be glad.
Yes, we have. I've seen your son right here. Does he take interest in what you're doing?
Yes, so at times he will beg me to feed the fishes. That was even a video of him I did when we were actually trying to sort fishes. There was there too with the net, dragging the net with the people walking so they can bring it out. All of them are actually interested in it.
Oh, that's
Someone want to pack the eggs, is always there to pack eggs. They just want to do something.
All right, thank you. So on a final note, what will be your final words for youth and everyone that may want to pick interest in what the kind of thing that you do?
Well, it's not about picking interest. It's about just doing it. Because in the next few years, I believe other countries will be looking up to Africa. Do you know why I said that?
Why?
Because we have the land that has not been so chemicalized like that. So our product, like now, see, ewedu is everywhere. You can see everything you have seen, vegetable, everything just growing without chemicals because the soil is good. So all we are just trying to, I will employ the youth is to strategize themselves and key into it. It might not be profitable now, but I tell you, in the next 5 years, I know I'll be swimming in money.
All right, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
It has been a very, very interesting time at this place, and I, for one, have learned so much, and I believe everyone listening or watching has learned as much as they can. Till we come your way next time. This is Belleful Agro Connect, your foremost agricultural marketing company that is committed to connecting farmers and all stakeholders in the agri-value chain together for a sustainable healthy lifestyle through food and agricultural product. Till I come your way, once again, my name is Olole Akinleye. Stay good. Bye for now.